And they are terrorists. They're killing our people. They're killing our country. They're killing our people. We have no choice.
We will build a great wall along the southern border.
They're poisoning the blood of our country. That's what they've done. They poison mental institutions and prisons all over the world. And it'll be the largest deportation in the history of our country.
So illegal immigration. This is a very hot topic right now in the U.S. It kind of has been for the last 8 years. We had a candidate in 2016 by the name of Donald Trump. I'm sure, you've never heard of him. But, he was running on building a wall to keep illegal immigrants out because they were so frustrated with, illegal immigration, especially in southern states. Why are we talking about it in Ohio? I don't fucking know. But yeah, it's a topic of discussion for a lot of people. So many of you probably know that the RNC has released their top 20 goals for what they want to do with the country. If they end up winning the presidential election or they gain a majority in the House or keep a majority in the House. So what they want to do, it's actually number 2 on their list of things they want to get done, is begin the largest deportation effort in American history. So I want to make a point today that is kind of stupid. I'm not even some random lefty who cares so much about we shouldn't be doing it because it's wrong. Not only, it is wrong, not only is it wrong to take all these people out who are trying to get better lives, but at the same time, it's incredibly fiscally irresponsible because you are wasting significant amounts of money to detain all of these people, get them, sitting in camps and stuff. And to do that, it takes a lot of money. So I just want to make a quick point to go over the math on that real quick, because not only are you spending significant amounts of money to kick out all these people who are already working for insanely low labor in the country, but at the same time, if we were to nationalize all these citizens, we could be making a lot more money in tax dollars too. And if you watch all the way through, I think you would actually be pretty shocked at how much money we could be potentially making 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years down the line. So yeah, just watch this real quick, and yeah, I think y'all will enjoy it. So if you are a Republican, if you're a Republican and you want to deport every single illegal in the country, there's some numbers you got to worry about. So the first number is you have 10.5 million undocumented immigrants, or as Republicans would call them, illegals. All right. So if you have 10.5 million illegals, all right? So another number you got to look at is in 2016, ICE said that it cost them on average around $10,000 to deport one illegal. To deport one illegals. All right? So if you do some quick math here, and you do 10,000 times 10.5 million, you would find out that it would cost around $114 billion of your taxpayer money to deport every single illegal immigrant who is likely working in your economy and keeping your food prices down because they're working for so little. Am I saying that we should keep prices down by forcing, undocumented immigrants to work for so little? No. My solution is that we legalize all these people, and then, they are actually able to contribute to the economy, pay taxes, work normal jobs. So, yeah, let's get a little freaky, a little crazy here, and let's see what it would look like if we nationalized all of these, illegals. So let's just flip it here real quick, right? So we got your 10.5 million illegals, and let's say you wanted to nationalize all of these, undocumented immigrants. So if you wanted to nationalize every undocumented immigrant, you have to look at a few stats here. So if you want to do this, let's look at the average U.S., let's just write guy down. U.S. guy. So the average, American, is earning on average about $56,000 a year. All right, so they're earning about $56,000 a year, and they spend 77% of this income. So if we were to multiply 56,000 by 10.5 million, we would end up with around 519 billion. Now the tax rate for this is 22%. So if you were to take the tax rate for all of the illegals, you take the 519 billion times that by 0.22, so you would get 114 billion dollars. So this is just like every year you are now getting 114 billion extra dollars in revenue. So within 1 year, you will have earned as much as it would take to deport all of these people. And then after that, we haven't even looked into how much extra they are spending on the economy. So if you look at that, you take your 519 billion times 0.77, and this would be your illegals, as Republicans would say, would be spending an additional roughly 400 billion into the economy. That's money that they are spending on, local businesses, big businesses. They're spending it on restaurants. They're spending it on food and grocery stores. They're spending it on fast food. They're spending it on water, on gas, like everything. All of your industry that you want in the country, they're spending money on. So yeah, I mean, I think logistically it would make more sense. Like if all of these people were individuals, we're not even talking like households, families. If half of these people were just as bad as a lot of Republican speakers make them out to be, half of this tax revenue would be able to go directly towards, uplifting the other people who are in quote unquote freeloading. And anyways, like even if these are undocumented immigrants and they're like quote unquote freeloading, taxing them would fix that problem. So I don't know why we want to just spend 114 billion to get rid of them when we could use it to actually sustain people living here. So just some other figures we've seen is that some figures estimate you could end homelessness with 30 billion per year, 170 billion to uplift all of America out of poverty. So within 2 years you could reach that. To end hunger, it's an estimated 25 billion. For free college, around 58 billion a year. So it could, you could solve a lot of problems with 114 billion. That's all I'm saying. Am I saying we should nationalize every illegal immigrant or undocumented immigrant? I mean, not necessarily, but I think it's something that I think it's much more reasonable than spending this much money to ship 10 million people out of the country. When they could be providing even more than they already do. So that's the video. I hope this helps a little bit. But I hope this is interesting because, fiscally it does make more sense to keep these people. I'm not going to go into it too much, but yeah, it makes more sense. So please subscribe. Please like the video. Share this to someone who wants to deport every illegal immigrant. And maybe this will change their mind. So thank y'all for watching. This is very, very fun.
And it'll be the largest deportation in the history of our country. And we